the Lord. I, Nice Dinu Sam, from Jalali Ebenezer Marthoma Church, would like to reflect some thoughts from the passage Isaiah chapter 53, verses 6 to 10 for Lent Day 8. We all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of us has turned to our own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed, afflicted, yet he did not open like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearers is silent, so he did not open his mouth. By oppression and judgment he was taken away. Yet who of his generation protested? For he was cut off from the land of the living. For the transgression of my people he was punished. He was assigned a grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, though he had done no violence, nor was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it was the Lord's will to crush him and cause him to suffer. And though the Lord makes his life an offering for sin, he will see his offspring and prolong his days, and the will of the Lord will prosper in his hand. This passage, as we just read, dates back to the time of Isaiah, way before Christ was born, and he actually prophesies Christ's crucifixion, his suffering. When we think about crucifixion, we think about Christ's, God's unconditional love, agape, sacrificial love for all of us. But moreover, it reminds us two other things in this passage. First, as the passage points out, we like sheep have gone astray. So that talks about sin. When God created man in the Garden of Eden, they were very close. But man's wrongdoings led him to move away from God. Man sinned, so much so that he was far, far away. God wanted man back. And that's when he brought his only begotten son on earth. He sacrificed his son so as to bridge the gap between God and man. We all have sinned. All have fallen short of his glory. But God has asked us to do one more thing. That's the second point, forgiveness. When we all come on earth, we are like this crystal clear water. Very clear, very innocent. But the world actually makes us impure, so much so that we don't realize its impurity. We become of the world, by the world, in the world. That's when God tells us to ask forgiveness so that Jesus can enter us. And Jesus, as clear as ever, enters our lives to make us pure, pure and holy. Here we are, holy and clear again, just like he wants us to be. So it's just a matter of asking forgiveness. So as I said, the crucifixion reminds us of our sin. He wants us to forgive others as he has forgiven us. Basically, this death and crucifixion has a purpose. God has paid a price with his only son on the cross. The price is huge. It's his son. With this purpose, as Romans 6, 2 to 16 says, he has given us a new life, a new nature, to choose between the masters. One is God, one is Satan. The onus is on us, whom we choose, God or Satan. So friends, are you feeling depressed? Are you feeling guilty? Are you feeling sick? Are you feeling poor? You feel you are lonely? It's time to knock on the door. Christ is waiting for us. His arms wide open. Set your focus on Christ. Set your focus on cross. For he has healed you. By the stripes of Jesus, you are healed. He has cleansed you. He has taken your poverty away, my dear friends. For my God shall supply all my needs according to his riches and glory. He has removed your curses. He's removed your depression. He's made you happy. So focus on him. He loves you like no one else has ever loved you. So this Lent, not only this Lent, forever do remember one thing. Jesus loves you. May you all have a blessed